Welcome back to Memphis, Tennessee. Dr. Steve and Heather bringing you all the end-to-end Music City Kings basketball action. Getting ready for the second half. Music City finds themselves on the wrong end of a 65-53 score. I'll say it again. There was a bad stretch in there where the Wolves jumped out to a 14-point lead, and Music City has played them straight up ever since then. The lead is 12. It's almost literally bounced between 10 and 15 ever since that 14-point lead. Music City, some frustration on the bench, as you can imagine. These players are tired. We have taken a very small number of players, 2 back-to-back pretty tough games here in Memphis. Being on the road is always hard. Back-to-back is always hard. We had a night game last night and an earlier game tonight, so their legs are tired. All right. See, I did it again. I almost said see. I think it's because they're the Wolves. I don't know why that means Southaven to me, but there you go. Southaven inbounds the ball from their basket. They are moving left to right on your screen. Beans fakes left, goes right to Bryson. Bryson to Moffitt, Moffitt to Beans. Picked up by Kylan Holt. Over to Bryson. Bryson, nice job. Wow. Bryson hit that three over the outstretched defensive hand of the Kings. Sometimes there's nothing you can do with a shooter like that. Kings defending about as well as they could. It still found nothing but net. And the sarcastic side of me is thinking, even if it would have hit the rim 12 times, it would have still gone in. Xavier from the baseline throws it over the rim. Rebound by the Wolves. Here comes Beans. Beans with an underhand pass. That was a bullet in Moffitt's belly. I don't know how he was able to control the catch, but he did, and then put the ball through the hoop. Michael Booker, long three, rimmed out. That was in the cylinder and somehow bounced out. We'll call it the invisible hand of fate again. Beans to Moffitt to the bottom of the net, and I almost said Southaven again. Southaven is up by 19, biggest lead of the afternoon. Michael Lott turnaround miss, rebound. That nameless number 2. Over to Bryson. Bryson finally misses a shot. It's nice to see he's a human. Rebounded by Xavier. Nothing but purple jerseys on this end of the floor, so no problem with the board. KY to Booker. Booker, 3 points. He had a look at that one. Couldn't hit the shot. One and done. McKnight with the rebound. Here come the Wolves on transition. That one, Moffitt couldn't handle. Another bullet pass at number 15. That one slips through his palms and out of bounds. Xavier comes off the floor. So for the Kings, we've got KY, Booker, Allen Rogers, Michael Lott, and LeBron. Shaq, Tank Davis. Shaq over to Lott. Lott had a couple beats. Threw that one off the front of the rim. Another one and out. Here comes Beans. Turns for Bryson. Bryson pump fake. Brings it underneath. Got it back to Moffitt, who was fouled. And Michael Lott is frustrated. Lott smiling and shaking his head. Thought he got all ball. Ref says, I don't think so. Foul on Lott. We were trying to reconcile the score sheet with the official scorer during halftime, and it's a bit of a mess. I'm not sure who's more accurate. Either way, Moffitt puts down what I count as his 11th point. He'll get one more shot. We're under 10 minutes to play, and that extends the lead to 20. Kings were down by as much as 50 yesterday, so this is nothing. They can climb back from this one. 21-point deficit. One possession at a time. Let's get a bucket. Let's get them in foul trouble. Let's make a defensive stop. That's what coaches think. Let's see what the Kings can do. Rogers pass to KY. That one goes off his hands. It looked like that was a good play. They did it the way it was drawn up, just the execution wasn't quite there. Turnover to the Southaven Wolves. You thought I was going to say Southaven. Holy smokes, McKnight didn't need the rim on that one. He's got 17. Nice three by McKnight. Rogers brings it down. couple of dribbles. He's going to get called for a double dribble on that one, and he is. Rogers asking what that was about, but I'll tell you what, all the way over here, I saw that one. Heather nodding along. So with 9:13 to go, Southaven looking to build on a 24-point lead, 77-53. Number 2 got bumped on his way to the basket, and the foul was called on Kylan Holt. That is potentially Holt's 3rd foul. Holt being replaced by Mike Neal. Sorry about the disruption in flow of the commentary there. A lot of confusion over the foul situation. KY. Oh, McKnight with another long 3. He's got 20 on the evening. Let's not get them any hotter than we need to. 27-point lead for the Wolves. Michael Lott turns into heavy traffic, and that might get a foul on McKnight. Referee, I think, put up a 0. Nope. That, I'm sorry, is on number 2. 2 with the foul. Bryson comes off the floor, thank goodness, replaced by Johnson for Southaven. LA looks to inbound. Lott and Neal crisscrossing. It worked. That freed up Michael Lott, who got it out to Shaq. Shaq to L.A. Rogers to the middle of the paint. Pump fake. Got the room he needed. Couldn't hit the shot. Rebound, Beans. Beans to McKnight. He's coming in hot behind the pass to Beans. Swung it all the way around to Dockery, who put it up short. Rebound, Lott. Booker is trying to race everybody down to the hoop. Partially blocked. Ball was coming back to Mike Neal, whose momentum just took him forward. Now both gray and purple are out of bounds to inbound the ball. Ref says it is gray ball. All right. I think that's the right call. Mike Neal was the last person to touch the ball before it went out of bounds. Johnson, who was the last remaining Wolf not on the score sheet, just hit a 3. Everybody in gray has scored. On the other hand, everybody in purple has scored, although there's only 7 of us. Mike Neal found some room, threw that one up over McKnight. Shaq, nice soft hands by Shaq. It's rolling, and we finally got a roll. Hopefully not too little too late. Maybe that signifies a change of momentum. As number 2 called for another foul. I've got 3 on number 2. I'm not the official scorekeeper, I will remind everybody, so we'll see what happens in the game. Shaq to finish off the 3-point play. This will bring the lead down, and it does, to 27. Southaven well in control. 7:41 remaining in the third quarter. Johnson mishandled the ball for just long enough to not take the shot. Got it to Dockery, who swung it to the top of the key, and Beans. Beans gets it back around. Boy, Johnson made his way all the way across the floor. He went from the far side corner to the near side corner and hit a 3. Kylan Holt crouched down, getting ready to re-enter the game. L.A. and Mike Neal giving the ball back and forth. Neal on the baseline, put it up and off the rim. Shaq follows it and puts it down. 86-58, 7 minutes remaining in the third quarter. Plenty of basketball left for the Kings. Make some stops and hit some shots. Out to McKnight. Ferguson with a hand in his face. He still made the 3. Ferguson was right there. McKnight still put down the 3. Rogers behind the back, picks up his dribble, gets it knocked out of his hands, over to the sideline, picked up by the Wolves, and here they come on transition. Knight to Beans to the bottom of the net. Good ball movement and ball control by Southaven. 91-58. That makes it a 33-point lead for the Wolves. Music City just trying to hang on here. Sometimes Music City's bench looks like every person in Nashville is suited up. Long by Mike Neal, and Shaq is going to get called for pushing under the basket. By my calculations, though, for as physical of a game as Mr. LeBron plays, that's his first personal foul of the game. Shaq in good control of his body. So we've got Shaq, KY, Mike Neal, LA, and Xavier on the floor. Michael Lott and Booker are on the bench. Here comes Southaven. Beans picked up by KY. Beans, KY got picked. Beans swung it over to Dockery, who missed the three. Rebound, KY. Holt splits the defense. Fast hands on the part of the Wolves. And Crum brings it up. Crum, I believe, forced that turnover in the first place. Ended up rewarding himself with a layup on the other end. 93-58, 35-point lead for Southaven. LA, using a pick from Shaq, runs it around and down. Reverse layup by Rogers, 93-60. All the way down to Crum. Crum having some trouble. Gets it to number 2, who shot it back out to Crum. Over to Beans, who's picked up by Shaq. Beans, wow, good body control by Dockery as he is in double digits. That's 11 for Mr. Dockery. We are almost down to 5 minutes to play. LA in the paint, put it up. What did the ref call that? Called a jump ball on that one. Rogers is exasperated at best. Irritated at worst. Rogers is fairly level when it comes to emotionality, but he will be jumping against Dockery. Dockery has a couple of inches on him. Rogers has played most of the game. I'm not sure how much ups he's got left in that pair of legs. Played a lot of minutes last night, too, and he out-jumped Dockery. To Shaq, who turned around and almost handed the ball to the basket. Nice touch by Shaq. Soft hands for a big man. Long three for Johnson. Can't hit it. There's only one gray jersey under the basket, and he got the rebound. Johnson, other side. This is the same play they did before where Johnson missed from the far corner, made his way to the near corner, and hit. You'd think Johnson would learn to shoot only from this corner. Errant pass by the Kings. Turnover, 98-62. 4.5 to play in the third quarter. Mike Neal runs all the way to the top of the bleachers after nearly picking off that pass and then runs back into the game to smack it out of Dockery's hands. Neal thought he could pick off that long Hail Mary pass. As you can imagine, it found its way to Gray. Ball luck going against the Kings here. Crum with a long three. Off the rim. Shaq with a nice rebound. Gets it up court to Mike Neal. Wow, Bean dotted the I on the sideline, and Johnson just put down another three. 12 points off the bench for Johnson. As with 4 minutes to go in the third quarter, Southaven is already in triple digits. 101-62. The Southaven Wolves have the crowd in the game and all the momentum. 101-62, 3:54 remaining. Timeout, Music City Kings. Music City a little calmer now than they were at halftime. They're just trying to get through the game. Not easy at this level to play with 7 players. It's a hot day outside. The gym today is much more comfortable than the gym last night. Alan Rogers came over before the game and told me they didn't even have water on the bench last night. They thought the home team would supply some water, and the home team wasn't in their regular gym, so did not. So the Music City Kings fielding, I believe they had 8 last night. They lost Zach Zorfleet to an injury in the third quarter, I believe. Shaq, nice move. Rolls it around the rim. And are you sitting down? It rolls out. Foul is on number 2 for Gray. By my calculation, that's 4 on number 2. That'll put Shaq on the line to shoot 2. Hot gym last night, late game, and no water leads to that. Shaq throws that one short. Arms are tired and legs are tired. Second shot, Shaq adjusts and puts it in. 20 points now for Shaq Davis. Beans gets it to, is that Crum or McKnight? That's Crum. Sends it out to Dockery. Dockery to number 2 to Johnson. He's missed every time from that shot, from that corner, and he missed again. Johnson perhaps should learn to shoot from the near side corner, but I'm not complaining. Turnover to Music City. Down to little Mike. Mike faked the shot, went on the baseline, and got blocked. Defensive block by Southaven. Now Rogers with a block of his own. Boy, L.A. with a beautiful palm on the leather leads to a turnover, and Mike Neal burying the layup. Neal's got 16, 101-65. We've ticked down to 3 minutes to play in the third. Michael Lott getting ready to check back into the game. Sitting in front of the camera. Somehow Beans got free under the basket. He's got 6 points. That's Southaven's first bucket in a while. 103-65. Kylan thought about it. Hits a cutting Mike Neal. That's goaltending. Dockery came through. The ball was about to fall, and I mean that. We'll credit Neal with the basket. It was on the rim and tipping in, and Dockery just punched it out. So goaltending the call. 2 points to Neal. 103-67. 2:30 remaining in period number 3. Number 2, fancy dribbling. They've still got legs. Got it to Johnson. Johnson over a man, oh man. Johnson is red hot. Mike Neal jumped with him. Neal is a long player, too. Long arms, tall man. Somehow he Johnson threw a rainbow over that outstretched hand, and it went in. L.A. long, one-handed rebound by Shaq. Looked like he had a baseball mitt on and just grabbed that fly ball. Mike Neal up in the air with Dockery. They're saying it went off Neal, not Dockery. So Southaven takes over from Music City's baseline. 105-67. Yeah, 38-point lead for the Wolves. Music City trying to get a little bit of steam. We're off next weekend for Memorial Day, so no game next weekend. Stay tuned to the Music City Kings I think it's minor league basketball club. Just look up Music City Kings on Facebook, and you'll get all the news you need for the Music City Kings and our schedule going forward. Mike Neal with another nice layup. Neal took a beautiful feed and laid it in. Neal with a couple of straight buckets. KY almost stole that ball. 2 got it to Johnson, who put it back to Beans. Beans backs out, 6 on the shot clock. L.A. picks him up. Beans fancy dribbling. Shot clock running down. He's playing with fire, and there's a shot clock violation. Turnover, Southaven. Back to the Kings. 102 remains. Shaq steps out of bounds. He and Rogers have played, well, heck, all of the boys in purple have played a lot of minutes today. Rogers into the paint, resets, throws the ball wide, rebound Crum. Crum to Beans to Crum. Bounce pass to Johnson, baseline. Shaq blocked that one. Michael Lott with the rebound, up to Rogers. Southaven hustled back on defense. Rogers behind his back. Can't get the roll. That is probably the name of the album for Music City Kings. Can't buy the roll. Foul on number 2. That should be 5 on number 2 by my calculations. Xavier making sure that the substitution is allowed by the referee. He says it is. Xavier comes in for L.A. KY into Neal. Neal in rhythm. 3-pointer, long. Southaven with the rebound. Number 2 slipped away from Xavier, went all the way down and put the bucket in. That's only 4 points for number 2, but he's been involved in a lot of plays on both ends of the floor. KY trying to get across the timeline. Looked like Crum slapped a little skin there. KY to Xavier. Xavier put it short. Rebound number 2. Neal all over him. 2 runs around him. Had Crum wide open. Protected the ball going up. Foul on KY. Kylan Holt with the foul. That'll send number 2 to the line to shoot 2 with 5 seconds remaining. 107-69, 38-point lead. Southaven trying to run it up to 40 before the end of the third. KY with his 4th foul. Mike Neal, Xavier, Shaq. Number 2 hits the first shot. He's got 5 now. What did I say? Xavier, Mike Neal, KY, Shaq, and Michael Lott. 2 up and down again. 6 for number 2. The lead is 40. KY scoots it up to Neal. As time is elapsing, Neal puts it off the rim. So at the end of 3, Southaven in the driver's seat extends their lead by a little bit more during that third quarter, 109-69, and you can tell fatigue is taking its toll on the Kings. 7 guys in 2 hard games. Southaven, not quite as run and gun as Millington, but it is still a tough haul to get up and down the hardwood when you just played a lot of minutes last night. Not trying to make excuses for the Kings, but they're not playing under ideal circumstances, and they're all away from home. Finish my thought from before in case I didn't. No game next weekend for Memorial Day, but check the Facebook page as updates with the schedule will be posted for everybody. Who and where we play the week after Memorial Day, and the week after that, don't forget, we are in northeastern Pennsylvania for the Final Four in the USBN Spring League, Fallen Spring League. Music City going as deep as they've ever gone. Timeout is called on the floor. Nope, a technical foul. So the Wolves had 6 men on the court and are called for the technical foul. LA will go to the line to shoot the technical for the Kings. The Kings started yelling to the ref, who apparently did a quick head count and slapped the tee on the Wolves. Well, that is the story of the game. Rim out. Music City will inbound the ball. You get the shot and the possession on a technical foul. KY steps out at near half court to inbound. Referee goes over to say something to a member of the crowd. Not sure what's being said to the clock keeper, but Shaq in the meantime runs it in. Lott tried for the rebound, thought he was fouled, no call. Here comes Bryson. Bryson up and missed. Xavier had that one punched out of his hand and out of bounds by Dockery, so Xavier will inbound. Gets it to L.A. Rogers playing the point. Music City just trying to get through the game at this point. Michael Lott turnaround jumper from the free throw line. Xavier almost timed his jump right. That's a hard timing. Ball hung in the air forever. Out to Bryson, who's picked up by KY. Mello with the like a body block there. Xavier with the steal. Nice hands by Ferguson. Got it to KY. Bounce pass to Ferguson. Ferguson collects the ball and gets it back to KY. Holt to Lott. Lott makes a move, bodied up by Bryson. Crum reached in and basically just took the ball from him. Nice hands by Crum. Got it to Bryson, who threw it up short and then ran down the rebound. Music City just about out of gas. What are you going to do? All right. Wolves trying from that corner again. McKnight finally hits it. McKnight with 26 points on the afternoon. Shaq is fouled by Bryson. First foul for number 1. Bryson complaining about the call. Referee doesn't pay him a lot of mind. Bryson pleading his case, but Music City going to inbound from their own baseline. KY takes a look. Nobody moving around too much for purple. Now that was sent right to Crum, but let me say this. There wasn't a whole lot of targets to aim at. Music City's tongues are hanging on the floor here. Almost a steal by Crum. He and Rogers go on the floor together. The referee says possession purple. Rogers challenged hard by Crum. Xavier steps out of bounds to inbound the ball. Michael Booker checking back in the game for Xavier Ferguson. He takes Ferguson's spot on the sideline and will inbound to Rogers. 10:20 remaining, 114-69. I'll let you do the math on that. This is higher order calculus for me. Into Lott. Lott puts his shoulder down and draws the foul. Foul on Mello, number 4. I've got 3 on Mello as Michael Lott went hard to the basket, and he'll be rewarded with 2 free throws. Oh, I guess not. That's only 4. I thought there were already 4. Scorekeeper, the clock keeper, right on it. 4 team fouls now in the half. Woo, for Southaven. Lott just ran that down before it crossed half court. That would have been a turnover. Shack with a long 3 and a rebound by Mello. Tries to get around KY. Holt stayed with him, but Mello put it in anyway. Southaven throwing up gold. Music City finding a lot of rims. On the other hand, Southaven is finding some rims too. Theirs just happened to go in. Michael Lott had that shot blocked outright, grabbed it out of the air, and walked it into the basket. Nice job by Lott following his shot. He was rewarded with a layup. Say this, Dockery almost timed that one right. Like with Xavier Ferguson before, the ball hung in the air forever. KY can't drop that shot. Couple of players hit the deck. Michael Lott going for the ball with Crum. Their feet got tangled with each other, and they both went down hard. Lott looks like he's okay. Crum is up, and he's okay. KY inbounding long pass to LA. LA at the top of the key, takes a look, puts the ball down. Spin move, trying to get some room, found some room. LA with the shot, can't find the hole. Rebound Dockery. McKnight brings the ball across the timeline, over to Bryson. Nobody on him. Bryson will take that shot, puts it off the rim and over the backboard. Bryson missed again. Instead of counting the points, we're going to start counting the misses. There are far fewer of them. Turnover doggone it, I did it again. Turnover Southaven. KY inbounded to LA. Rogers back to KY. Well, they called Michael Lott. Again, I paused there just out of confusion. They called Michael Lott with a personal foul. Now, by my count, that should have put Southaven on the line, so I don't know, maybe Lott stepped out of bounds with the ball? Couple of misses for Southaven. No look pass to KY. No look pass to Michael Lott. And out of bounds. 8:20 in the game. Last night, if you remember, when the lead hit 50, the keeper of the clock just kept the clock running. I haven't checked to see if that's happening here. I do know Bryson had a free look, and Crum just knocked it out of bounds. That'll be a turnover. And Music City takes over. 8:04 now, 8:03 in the game. Michael Neal gets ready to check back in. Rogers, pump fake. Mello didn't bite. Tried to get Mello off his feet, didn't do it. Crum gets a hand on the ball with Rogers, and they're going to jump it off. Can't remember who Rogers jumped against last time. It might have been Crum. Southaven, not a particularly big team, not a hugely athletic team, but a team that's very accurate in shooting. That has been the highlight, and frankly, they're taking advantage of a fatigued Music City Kings lineup. Rogers again out-jumps his opponent. Unfortunately, he slapped the ball out of bounds, so winning the jump ball results in a turnover. That's sort of a strange turn of events. All right, 7:40 to go, 116-71. Southaven by a lot. Around to Mello. Mello thought about getting it back to McKnight. Instead tried for Crum. That was hit out of his hands. Rogers trying for the ball, ended up pushing it over to KY, who got it to Mike Neal. Neal had it knocked out of his hands by Bryson. Mello, McKnight to Crum. Crum on KY. That should be a charge. Oh, they're calling it a block on KY. KY looked like he had position on that one. I guess they're calling the block, though. Perhaps his feet were moving. Xavier getting ready to check in between shots here as Crum goes to the line to shoot two. First shot goes in. Xavier enters the game. Xavier comes in, as does Shaq. They replace Michael Lott and KY, Kylan Holt. Those two should see a little more action by the time the game is over, as Tony Johnson trying to keep his players cycled. Boy, Crum hit the rim hard, but it ended up rolling in. Can't buy the roll. I like that. Autobiography of a Music City King. LA, long three, short, rebound Mike Neal. Unfortunately, the ball goes out of bounds. Neal tried to grab that one. The ball was kind of ricocheting at a funny angle. So Neal's momentum took him out of bounds. Here comes Southaven. We're under 7 minutes to play. Dockery picked up by Xavier, runs to the left and lays it in. Dockery with 13 on the night. Afternoon has led to evening. LA gets a nice pick by Xavier, sends it out to Mike Neal, who puts it up and puts it in. Neal now with 22. Music City has 73. Xavier goes up with Mello. Mello put the ball in front of him, pulled it behind him, and then put it in front of him and in. Highlight reel move by Mello. Xavier was right there on defense again. But as I've said before, everything Southaven puts up is gold. Foul, Xavier Ferguson. Second foul on X. 6:14 to go, 122-73, and Music City is flirting with another 50-point deficit. I'm not going to say when they hit it. Oh, just because I don't want to bring bad luck. Rogers tried to hit Neal. I don't know why that wasn't a kick. I think the refs have decided we're just going to let everything go so this clock runs out and we can get out of here. Another errant pass by Music City and another three-point attempt by Southaven. It misses, but Crum grabs the rebound and puts it back. We're getting close to 5.5 to play, and this one is out of hand. Music City again. Oh, Rogers, he didn't even nonchalant that one. Crum got a hand on it and deflected the pass right into the hands of another Southaven player. McKnight missed the three, and Crum just fouled Xavier, who grabbed the rebound. Boy, that's Crum's first foul of the night. With as much activity as there's been, that always surprises me. Let's see, Shaq comes in for Xavier. So Xavier and Michael Lott are on the bench. Everyone else available is on the floor. Shaq, L.A., Mike Neal, Michael Booker, and KY, Kylan Holt. Shaq to Rogers. Those two have done yeoman's work this weekend. Those two, Kylan and Michael Neal, have really played a lot of minutes. Shaq, miss, Sky, Holt, and down. Kylan went up above everybody, and he's got 4 points on the night. 127-75. We are under 5 minutes to play in the game. Music City will be glad to take 2 weeks off, especially the 7 gentlemen that have had to play this weekend. It has been a grind. Couple of attempts by Southaven, yield nothing. Mike Neal going coast to coast, up and over, big sky hook. Booker tried to get the rebound. He thought he was fouled. No call. Down to Mello, reverse layup. He got the roll. The autobiography title of our opponents is He Got the Roll. Ours is Can't Buy the Roll. Can't buy a roll. I'm working out the beats here. We'll get this down. Long three by Moffitt. He's got 15 on the night, and the news gets worse. On the upside, we're down to 4 minutes to play, and nobody got killed. So we're going to have everyone intact. Nice job by Booker. Booker puts it up and down. We're going to have all of our bodies back in 2 weeks. We wish Zach Zorfleet the best in a speedy recovery. We'll see how bad his MCL is. McKnight just hit another three, by the way. Zorfleet talked to me after the game yesterday, said his patella dislocated, and he felt it pop back in. So he was actually feeling kind of hopeful that he'd be back sooner rather than later. We need all hands on deck as Music City goes forward in this OBA Summer League. We definitely need everybody in 3 weeks when we will be taking on Northeast Pennsylvania Stars and Stripes in Wilkes-Barre, Pennsylvania in the USBN Final Four. Ref said that went off of Gray, so Music City will inbound the ball. The clock is not running like it did last night, so we are stopped at 3:19 to play in quarter number 4. And the score is, who needs scores? The score doesn't reflect the true spirit of the game. Mike Neal misses on that layup. Here come the Wolves. The Wolves missed air ball, but he's going to call that a pass to Mello, and Mello put it back up and in. 20 points for number 4 on the night. Everything coming up golden for, I almost said the Sea Wolves. That's where it comes from. I believe the University of Alaska at Anchorage are the Sea Wolves. I don't know why that's on my radar screen today, but that is definitely confounding my speech. Foul on Mello, that's 4 on him, 4 for number 4. That should send Music City to the line to shoot 2. Biggest deficit of the weekend right now. As far as I'm concerned, it's a tie ball game. Let's see if Music City can win the last 2.5 minutes of this game. Takes something away that's a positive. Miss and a rebound by Moffitt. Moffitt hits Bryson, who sends it to Johnson. 3-point, nothing but net. Johnson appears to be a bit of a three-point specialist. He's got 17 on the night, most of them from outside of the arc. 2:12, now 2:08 to play. I don't know where the 2:12 came from. All right, Shaq to Neal to the bottom of the net. Mike Neal very quietly has had a high-performance game. 24 points for Neal on the afternoon. Here comes Bryson. Rogers comes out to cover him. Bryson puts it off the rim, but it's rebounded by McKnight. Back out to Bryson, swung around to Johnson. This is where he hits from, and he has another three-point play. Johnson with 20 off the bench. And the Wolves are celebrating. Shaq with a... That is a Shaq special with a shot from the cafeteria that ends up going in. There was an old Pepsi commercial, I think, where Michael Jordan, I think Charles Barkley and he were playing a game of horse. And they were saying, like, off the tower, off the parked car, off the library roof and in. That seems to be how Shaq plays this game. I'm just filling space here. Another Shaq special. That one doesn't go for him. Mello going for that rebound with Mike Neal. Looks like it was off of Neal last, so the Wolves will inbound the ball. We're under a minute to play. This one will come to a merciful end at some point. I'm just going to let you guess what the score is because I don't want to jinx our next game. Oh, my God, and it's raining points for Southaven as Moffett drains another 3. Music City walking it up the floor, just trying to burn off as much time as possible. They want to get in the car and go take a shower. They're going to need a bubble bath and a nap this evening when they get back to Nashville. Rogers can't buy a roll. That one in and then out. Moffett for 3. That's not even close. Off the side of the rim. Rogers got the rebound to KY. We're at 10 seconds to play. Down to Mike Neal, unencumbered. Neal slams it home. He's got 26, and this will do it. 3, now 2 seconds. You can believe it, Johnson's three-point attempt counts. I will give you the final score just as a point of reference. At the end of the game, Southaven wins 149-84. Music City just looks whooped. Join us in a couple of weeks. Keep checking back on the Facebook page to find out the when and the where. The schedule got jacked up because we had to not make up necessarily, but we played so many playoff games for the USBN, it screwed up the schedule for the OBA. So owner Tony Johnson trying to make up some of these games. So stay in tune, stay in touch. Until we meet again, this is Dr. Steve for Heather saying thanks for watching and supporting your Music City Kings. Final score, 149-84, bad guys. Have a good couple weeks and enjoy your Memorial Day, everybody. We'll come back to you soon.